Hi Aries, and welcome to your shadow reading. Okay, I apologize for actually being at this time 2 days late. Okay, let's see. What does Aries need to be aware of? What does Aries need to be aware of? Come on, Aries, don't be stubborn. What does Aries need to be aware of? Okay, what else do we have for Aries? What's what they need to be aware of? One thing. So yeah, there's supposed to be a total of 6 cards, so let me see anything else before I place these. Okay, no, place them first. Okay. Not it. Wait. Oh. Action. Not this one. Okay, Aries, you're being... Okay, I'm not going to say you. If you're currently going through something that involves another person, one or the both of you might be being stubborn if you're not letting the cards fall out. I do not like to see not it, not this one. Meaner side message. Conscious. Wait. Meaner side. Right. Main. Wait. Meaner side. Can I please hit the last card for Aries? This one? Yes. Alright, so you have forgetting oneself, hiding your true self, blinded to pain, queen of my world, parasite, anger and chains. Getting a role to play. Let's see. For your conscious actions, I'm hearing you played a Yeah, for forgetting oneself, I'm hearing you played a role that you played many times before. It's nothing new, it's not out of character. You know how when someone over here looks for the best ways out of the situation, they revert to their default settings, whether it be their natural response to either be a people pleaser, take the blame for everything even though it wasn't all their fault, and then on the other hand have a natural response to either gaslight or go on the defensive. With you, Aries, is somewhat like that. Where you know who you are, but when you're faced with a situation, and I'm hearing it's the same situation. Like, not the exact same, more of like the same circumstances. You always revert back to your default setting and behave a specific way, whether it be to naturally be louder, take all the blame, just shut the other person up, or go on the defensive and point out you're not to blame, someone else's, and pinpoint all their actions that contributed to whatever the fuck happened. But when you do that, it's kind of like you're forgetting who you are in the here and now. Because you may have come a long way with your personal development, but whenever a specific situation comes up with certain set of circumstances, you have a tendency to revert back to your old ways, or whatever that may be for you. Yeah, and truth be told, for some of you, you may even be in denial about it. Either it's not the same thing, or it's not as bad as it was before. Now, for your conscious thoughts and influences, you have hiding your true self and blinded to pain. I'm hearing deep down, this is who you really are. Like I said, with forgetting oneself, you could have made a lot of progress with your personal development. If you're someone who has anger issues, you learn to control that. If you feel like you talk too much and don't spend enough time listening, you learn to be more receptive to the people around you, and vice versa. If you spend most of your time listening and not enough time talking, you've done a better job with balancing out the conversation. If you're someone who spent all your time working, if you spent all your time working, you'd felt a healthier balance between work responsibility and your personal life. But when it comes to hiding your true self, it comes into question with which version of you is really real. I keep on hearing you're in denial about who you really are. That you're just masking the that you're just masking the past version of you. And pretending to be someone good, mature, and got their act together. But with the energy of this card, it doesn't feel like all of this is coming from you. So there's possibly some things that could be said to you by the people around you. If not said directly, then implied. Oh, you'll never change. Oh, you'll never change. The anger's still there, just waiting below the surface. And give it a minute, gonna blow their top. You know they secretly want to talk. And dominate the conversation. So yeah, you may have some people around you that don't believe you're capable of changing the way you present yourself, and that could be influencing you as well. Whereas blinded to pain, what I'm mostly hearing with this card is the truth hurts. Again, I don't feel like this is coming from you. Yeah, I don't feel like this is coming from you. You're aware of the struggle and strife that comes with keeping yourself in check. Not just restricting or restraining yourself, more finding a healthier balance between what it is you want to say and how you say it. Communicating issues. Handling difficult situations, and just overall how you present yourself to the world. It's not as easy as you think to change your ways, and it doesn't happen overnight. But not everybody understands that. They keep digging their heels in, that at some point or another, you're going to revert back and change into who you really are. I'm hearing liar, manipulator, over-exaggerator, overly defensive. And words, and understandably words do hurt, because if you are aware of the negative habits you had in the past and you made great effort to change that, it's kind of like doubling down on the pain, because no one around you it's more of they're blinded to your pain. And the way it's coming off, for some of you, you may have learned how to accept it. For others, it's more of not in denial, but more of dismissive. That's really bothering you at all. It's more of, I'm going to show you I'm capable of, it comes off more of, I'm going to show you I'm capable of change. I'm going to get my act together, because I already have. And both of these could be if you're influencing your behavior to revert back to your old settings, especially when it gets to the point where long story short, when you get to the point of, I don't have to put up with this shit, I don't have to deal with this shit, all that progress, all that growth you may have made can go out the window for a split second while you address the situation and put somebody in their place. As for your subconscious thoughts and actions, you have Queen of My World. You're accepting your role as a new person. You take pride in the strides you've achieved. You look better, you talk better, you walk better, you behave better. Not that you act better, because to act is to act. You behave better. It's your state of being that's changed. You're calmer, more relaxed. Hearing less quick to anger. You love to have fun and live in the moment. Also hearing you don't want drama. Focused on me, anything that caused stress is irrelevant. So yeah, subconsciously you're embracing the new you. Now for, again, Aries, that can mean different things for y'all, as all of you are not the same. But however you changed, however you matured, whatever growth you went through, on a subconscious level, you're embracing it. And you're enjoying every minute of it. Whereas the next card, you have Parasite. Hearing someone's feeding off of you like a leech. Misery loves company, but they're not going to have yours. Alright, so for those that believe that you are not capable of changing or you'll revert back to your old ways, you might have already noticed that they're antagonizing you intentionally. You don't feed into the bullshit as easily as you used to. It's like they feed up, and with the energy of this card, it's like they feed off your anger, they feed off of your discomfort, they feed off of your misery. Because like I said, when I picked up this card, misery likes company. It's like there's less they can take from you. It's less they can bother you, less they can get under your skin, the more you move away from them. So Aries, if you did, let me see. When you went through your change, you may have started moving a different way to others. Quote unquote, you started acting funny, like you don't know who your friends are anymore. You could have physically put some distance between you and them. They're not happy. They're not fond of the distance. They're not liking the new you. They antagonize and bully, but not so. I'm hearing, but in a not so obscene way. You know exactly what they're doing, but to the outside world, it's a harmless prank, not to be taken seriously. It's a joke. It's a joke to lighten the mood, but on a subconscious level, you're fully aware that whoever it is that's trying to get under your skin, for some of you, yeah, I do feel like it's more than one person. You're aware it's intentional because you're happy and putting distance between you and them, whether it be physically or emotionally. But for a lot of you, it is physically. And lastly, have anger and chains. This is not you, but it's affecting you. You're not dumb. You see the anger, you see the petty grievances, you see a certain level of disrespect and inability to cope. The more you move away, the more you pull away, the more you pull away, the more they pull you back, and the less you struggle. Maybe it's time to give in. I'm not allowed to grow. I'm not allowed to go. I'm not allowed to change. So whoever it is around you is possibly affecting you on a consciously and subconscious level. Because consciously, you're getting their ridicule, you're getting their judgment, they're sniping at you, and it's not that you're pretending not to notice it. You're trying not to let it bother you. You're questioning if who you're growing into is really you, or are you always going to be this person that you revert back to? And subconsciously, it's showing us, because of how the people around you are treating you, it's like, it's not that you don't think you're capable of change. You don't think you're allowed to change. You're not allowed to be this person because no one around you will accept you. If anything, it's more trouble than it's worth because of the feedback you're getting. Which leads back to you reverting back to your old ways instead of staying the person that you've grown into. Alright. Let's see what Spirit has to say. What does Spirit have to say to Aries? I do not like to see the cards. Wait, this one, main spread or side? Side message. Take this. Wait. Where? Alright, Aries, let's see what we have for you. Sun, 9 of air, and 8 of earth. Alright, so forgetting oneself, hiding your true self, and blinded to pain are all covered by the sun. I'm hearing you glow like the sun magnificently, beautiful in the light of day. Although those around you try to steal your joy, your happiness, and dim your light, Oh, that's interesting. Never allow someone to steal your joy and dim your light for their own happiness because they don't shine as bright. If you're glowing hot as the sun and they can't bear your radiance without bringing you down a couple of notches. Oh, and this is so true. Then they don't deserve to bask then they don't deserve to bask in the light of day, which is you. Take your light and shine where you're appreciated. Apparently, it's not better days ahead. You are the sun. You are the better days. You are the light. And it is true, the brighter you shine, people that aren't shining with you or they're not capable of shining as brightly, they will do whatever they can to dim your light, and it's unfortunate. But anyway, for hiding your true self, Queen of My World, and Parasite, you have the Nine of Air. I'm hearing don't sit in silence, there are voices all around you. Listen to the ones that speak to you the most. Those should be your spirit guides, constantly moving you towards constantly moving you towards the place you need to be. It's time to end the toxic cycle. Alright, I'm just gonna say it how it's coming out. It's time to end this toxic cycle of violence and non-appreciation. You've taken the time to grow and change your negative way of thinking, alter your perspective. You have a new mind, new body, new attitude. You're closing the chapter on a part of your life, one that no longer suits you. And with that chapter, one moment. And with that chapter comes the ending of a few relationships that are no longer part of your story. One moment, because there's something else here that I'm trying to get at. Yeah, this might be my last reading for the night. What else are you trying to tell Aries with this? I'm hearing don't suffer in silence with mental anguish when you know the full story. If someone around you can't stand you for who you are now, you have the discernment to see them for who they truly are. And close them out with the chapter you're leaving behind. Okay, so yeah. That's basically the same thing, okay. Lastly, we're blinded to pain, parasite, anger and chains. You have the Eight of Earth. I'm hearing you've worked hard and prospered for it. You're listening to a melody. Yeah, you're listening to your own natural melody. the rhythm that suits you. I'm hearing what you're looking at, what makes you productive, and reap the rewards you seek. So that can mean many things, again, depending on your situation. Past actions get you nowhere, but in the present day, your actions get you everywhere. Your actions speak louder than words. You've worked hard. You've worked hard to carve yourself into this new state of being with appreciated value. Is opening doors and paving the way to new experiences. Don't let sudden setbacks hold you back. The growth is worth the effort. So yeah, Spirit's just confirming the changes that you made. If you haven't noticed already, past versus present, how you are in the present moment. Even though there's some people around you that aren't happy with the new you, that you've moved away from them, the end result is that you are still getting more than what you used to. There are people around you that do notice the change, that do appreciate it, that do respect it. And in a sense, it's opening new doors for you, whether it be bridging the gap between certain family members, reconnecting with old friends you had a falling out with, making new ones, and having long-lasting relationships. For those of you where this could be something work-related, where you had a certain reputation at your job and you've transitioned away from that, and both your work ethic, the way you talk, the way you behave, the way you address challenging situations, even though some coworkers may think that, yeah, you're still the same, others that notice the change, they appreciate it, they respect it, I'm hearing they warm up to you faster. I don't know, people could also be seeing you as more agreeable. Let's see, what advice do we have for Aries? What advice is there for Aries? What advice do we have for Aries? Yeah, it's my last reading for tonight. Somewhere in the middle. Not it. Main or side? Side. Main message. Not it. Wait, main or side? Side. Side. Main. Not it. Yeah. So let's see what we have. We have next for respite. I sometimes pronounce her name wrong. I believe it was Azume. For persuasion. Interesting. But these two tie hand in hand. Because take a respite is take a break. And say it how it's coming out. You may be urged to take a break. In your case, that may be from social situations, friends, family, co-workers. Give yourself time to hear what you're truly thinking, as well as what your intuition is guiding you to do. If you know that people around you aren't respectful of the decisions you made, the changes to your life that are made for your own well-being, take a break from all these influences and ask yourself, are you truly happy? Is the way you are now the way you want to be versus how you was back then? And if so, why let others persuade you to be someone you're not? Why let somebody take you out of character by constantly nagging and baiting you into being someone you no longer want to be? Call it for what it is. Oh, wait. Call it what it is and use your own power of persuasion. I'm hearing to call them out on their own bullshit. If you're so mad about how I'm being, why are you choosing to hang around me? If you believe I'm not capable of change and I'm all these bad things, beat them at their own game. Use it as an argument to push them away instead of keeping them close if you no longer want them inside your social circle. Okay, again, that's if you don't want them in your social circle. It's funny because what they're showing me is like hard to put into words. It's more of like, the last part is kind of like, you're using logic. Yeah, you're using logic to explain that you're not the one with the issue, you're not the one with the problem. They are. You're basically saying it out loud how you were in the past and present. The things that you used to do that they complained about, you're bringing to their attention. And now that you no longer do it, now you're mad. It's because your character is better than... How best can I say it? Spirit, help me out here. How do you want me to... You're mad that I'm doing better than you. You're pissed off and frustrated that you no longer have the upper hand. People see something in me that they don't see in you. Oh, that's how you're doing it. Basically pointing out all their flaws that they still have while you took the time and effort to work on yourself and better yourself while they remain the same. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, for clarifying. And you're basically using that as your argument for how they're the ones with problems, not you. I mean, you're not wrong. If you made the effort, you made the effort. If you complained about it, they clearly didn't. Okay, either they didn't or they don't know how to handle the new version of you. But anyway, Aries, that's what I have for you. I do hope you enjoyed the reading. And if you did, please do hit the like and subscribe button, as there will be more videos to come. That being said, I shall catch you in the next one. Bye, Aries.